I think the reason I think, and I'm a big believer in this, that the tier 2 startups are more grounded in reality and they are more focused on the actual problems India is facing, rather than a lot of tier 1 startups which are chasing valuations rather than problems that need to be solved. I was anchor judge on the second season that happened in 2016, and this is a show where we went to 10 cities, and they were typically tier 2 cities, where every day we would go through, screen, judge about 40 to 50 startups. So we went to cities like Jaipur, Bhopal, Indore, and small cities like that, and it was an amazing experience, getting a first-hand experience and knowledge about what innovation is happening at grassroots, and how entrepreneurs are working on startups which are much more grounded and much more real. I think first of all, rather than creating a me too or trying to copy somebody else, I think the most important thing a startup needs is, what is the problem that they're trying to solve? Is that problem big enough? So first is the problem. Then what is the solution do they have to the problem? Is it unique? Is it going to make a huge impact on the problem, or is it just a incremental innovation? And the third most important is validation of that solution, which means that end of the day, if you take that solution to its customers, will they pay for it? I think these are the three most important things that idea stage startups need to look at before they go ahead. Actually, it goes back to the kind of business that has happened in North. Unlike Bangalore, which has been very scientific and tech driven because of the space organizations, or because of large technical multinational corporations being there for the last 20-30 years, businesses in North have been more trading services oriented. And I think that is kind of carrying on to startups here, where most of the startups, I wouldn't say all of them, but most of the startups are looking at a service model rather than creating a product which is innovative and that can go global from here. I think being a student actually gives you so much more freedom to do a startup, which a working professional or somebody who's in business, somebody who has a family, somebody who has a lot of responsibilities to do that. So it's an amazing experience that a student goes through. So rather than worrying about evaluation or will I get funded and all that, they should look at how different, how unique the startup is, and what kind of experience they are gaining out of that. I think that is the most important part for a student startup. I guess it's a challenge, because end of the day they are still students, they are still not out there. I'm not saying it's a rule, but it's more exception to a rule that student startups would successfully go and raise institutional investments. So mostly it is angel investors or friends and family who would initially fund them. And if it really gets big, by the time they're out of the college, then obviously once you are successful, then the investor will chase you rather than you having to worry about investment. I think it's very fashionable, and I meet a lot of entrepreneurs who say that I wish I could raise some money, but that money comes with a lot of responsibilities and a lot of pressure and stress, which typically a first-time entrepreneur would have never gone through his life. So when the investor puts in money, they want to move fast, and somewhere you are not fully in control or in charge of your own dream or destiny. Now there are other involved, there's professional money involved. So how do you manage on one side the investor relationships, on the other side how do you manage a fast growth once you have the money? I think these are the two big challenges post funding. I have been to a lot of universities and technical institutions all over India and a couple of them abroad. And the first time I came to Chhikara University and the incubation center, I was amazed by the professional infrastructure, the professional mentoring, and the network that was available to them. And I think that is a huge advantage that the students studying in Chhikara University have vis-a-vis any other university in interiors or somewhere else. And I think it would be a shame if any student who has entrepreneurial ambitions do not leverage this amazing infrastructure to give shape to their dreams, or even live the dream of being an entrepreneur while they are studying.